What's up, everybody? I am Luke from the Master Sword Valley. Welcome back to more Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time. In the last episode, we took down Sunnyside inside of Yube, and re-obtained two Cobalt Star Shards. In this episode, we have returned to the present time, and now, who have better else to go talk with than the Professor Egad himself, the Professor Egad. Or it should be Professor the Egad, more like, if I wanted to be correct in my pronunciations there. I know I just irked some of you, but I don't care. Anyway, let's go ahead and chat with the professor and see what he had to tell him about our discoveries and something else. Hey now, back at last. So you've got your hands on some Cobalt Star Shards. Two of them? We also have a picture that a toad named Toadbert drew prior to his memory being erratified. It looks to be a sketch of the Shrew Princess attacking Princess Peach. Yes, Princess Peach is holding off the alien scourge with the Cobalt Star, but as we know, Princess Peach lost this battle and the star shattered into fragments. How did this all happen? Was the Cobalt Star alone not enough to win the day? Or did something unexpected just plain awful happen? Anywho, it hardly matters. You just find those time holes and collect Cobalt Star Shards. Oh, and that reminds me, a new time hole has appeared on the 3rd floor of the castle. My readings indicate that this particular time hole is a direct link to the Peach's castle of old. Unfortunately, the castle's under guard by the shrews. You boys can't get inside, so it looks like you have to just concentrate on gathering Cobalt Star Shards for now. And gather the shards we shall. If we head up there and actually take a look at that time hole, we'll see that. Well, I'll just show you. Let's head up to that time hole. It's no wonder this room looked all worshipy and ominous right here. Because hopping into this time hole, we'll see that Egad is pretty much right about this. This is indeed the time hole that leads to Princess Peach's Castle of the Mushroom Kingdom Past, or now it's technically known as Shroob Castle. This would be Peach's Castle of the Past. Such devastating ability! And as suspected, we are barred entry. Our best course of action is to seek out the Cobalt Star Shards, I believe. So you're basically reminded of what it is you need to do. There is a really impressive skip that you can do with this barrier right here to pretty much skip past it and cut your gameplay short by about 10 hours. Maybe it's 10 hours, maybe it's something shorter, I don't know. But we're not going to do that, of course, because this is a glitchless playthrough of the game for its anniversary of 20 years. Let's head back to the present for now and converse with the Toadsworths, as they seem to have something they want to tell us. I guess, I don't know if I got healed from the end of Sunnyside or not, but I might as well go ahead and heal up here. And I don't recall if level ups heal you or not. Either way, let's go check in with the Toadsworths. Great start already. Buck up, Eldamy! We must be more original if we wish to please the princess. Righto, off we go! My spine! Oh, the pain! How about it, princess? We're having a ball now, no? I dare say this is the oddest thing I've done in my life. Ouch! I'm with Luigi on this one. I too would not want to contort my back for the pleasure of babies. What's that you say, old bean? You wish to learn how to move? Well, I'd be chuffed to teach you, of course, but Eldamy may have reached his limit. No, cause for alarm. I've wrecked his brain. Absolute rubbish, old bean. You look like you've a Brit in your britches. Ready! For the sake of the princess, I will gladly sacrifice this old body. Come, masters! I've dubbed this the Bros Ball. Why, you ask? Because you are bros, and you form a ball. It's rather rigorous. It requires flexibility, endurance, courage, and a bit of an open mind. Master Mario initiates this particular move, so if you will... Let's get down to brass tacks. And please, sirs, do keep the jokes to yourselves. First, press R to change Master Mario's icon to the Bros Ball icon. Then press A and you will curl up in a giant ball. Capital, and not at all odd. Now then, use D-pad to roll the ball in the direction you wish to travel. It's quite academic. I don't know if that's a British thing or... Oh, sorry, hang on a second. Okay, never mind. Rolling about like a ball is faster than walking, I should say so. And hills? Why, you'll zip right up them. It's simply brilliant. How about it, sirs? I say, how about you, sirs? So yes, this is, I would say it's a fast movement here, but because we have to piggyback the babies, not exactly. And one other thing. When you're in the ball form, you can roll into low ceilings. If you find your height keeping you from proceeding, try rolling into ball form. So this is basically like the morph ball in Metroid right here. We can go down. We can go down just like was really just like a few inches in that instance. But yeah, absolutely top notch. I trust you'll use this technique to your advantage. I bet this technique would make getting up those long stairs to the viewing platform a snap. I do recall a new time hole appearing on the viewing platform, you know. My advice is that you investigate immediately. Oh, and another thing, this Bros Ball technique, I have a feeling you might be able to do more than roll about. Perhaps you could spin things. I concur, and I believe there may have been something on the first floor to test your theory. Yes, that's it. I'm certain you can test your spinning abilities there. Do challenge yourself to innovate, sirs. Use this another skill creatively. So they're just gonna stay in ball form while the princess watches unamusingly right there. But yes, a brand new technique. This doesn't unlock anything that we could have gotten in the previous areas, unlike the drill that we got. So that's why I'm not gonna go back to those places. But seeing that we're back in time again, let's go and check out the item shop here. In the item shop, there's three new items actually. The peppers here. These are very similar to the peppers in Superstar Saga, buffing it was only the red and green, buffing your POW for red, buffing your defense for green, but the blue one will buff your speed. I believe this is an all-party item, so just one person has to use it. But they don't alter your gravity like in Superstar Saga. As for bros items here, we have two new ones here. We have the pocket chomps, which I'm going to buy 5 of these here, and the trampolines. We'll see what these items do probably next episode. It's not really ideal to really use them on like one enemy. I mean, to be fair, I could, but still. In equipment here, we have the shell slacks. It's hardy slacks with shell plating. It takes courage to wear them in public. Something tells me that these are they must have like a hideous design on them. That's why I say they take guts to wear. But these buff defense by 20, it looks like. So we're going to go and give buff by a lot, looks like. We're going to give these to Luigi here, and the egg pants here are the counterpart for the babies. What do I want to give these to? Baby Mario gets, let's see, he looks like he gets 8 points in defense, and baby Luigi gets 13, it looks like. I'm going to give these to baby Luigi. I have a feeling we'll get some other equipment elsewhere. And we have badges here. Cure Badge recovers PHP per turn. Big POW. And we temporarily power up if we get a great when using an attack. And Big Def is similar, but is the same thing, but for defense. I'm not going to buy these right here. There's actually something else there's actually some other badges that we can get now that we have Bros Ball, that I want to go investigate. Only we can move just a little bit faster. Aha, here we are, right here. I've got a feeling something terrible's gonna happen. I mean, look, this room's got the eerie gear over there. Something's gonna happen. Bless my spots. That sounded oddly gross there. But we're gonna go and abandon the babies right there and spin. Spin this dial all the way up. And a pipe appears. What do you have to say about this now, Toad? I can't believe a pipe waiting underground appeared here. What if I crawl up? Then again, I don't think anything can scare me now. I'm all scared out. Anyway, let's hop into the pipe. We're in the sewers now of Peach's castle. Might as well check out the pretty picture. Another new action. This one called Bros Ball. Use it to zip up even the steepest of slopes. Ooh, that long staircase on the second floor. It's basically hitting at us where we need to go. But yes, this is the one instance of fighting enemies here in the present. There's also that figure there with an oddly familiar smile. Anyways, we have ourselves new enemies right here. These are not pallet slots right here. They are just called Goombas, but these might all just be referred to as Gloombas here because these are not the same as the ones that you fought in Bowser's Castle. They seem just as weak. They are faster, and I believe they do hit for a little bit more. They don't drop a lot of experience, so not worth fighting them. But here in the sewers here, we can send the babies in these pipes, and there's a lot of holes in the ground. There's a lot of holes in the ground here. If we take the bros and position them over one of these holes, matching up where the babies are, it's more 100 coins. We launch them out of the pipes for the bros to collect. Boom. There we go. So yes, it's no wonder Peach is able to fund her castle and everything. Her sewers are loaded with gold. It's awesome. Here. Got ourselves another pipe right here. I think we're gonna go and avoid the Goombas right here. I mean, they probably are good fodder to show off the new bros attacks, but I'm not really gonna go for them. Just because seeing that now they drop so little experience. Anyways, got ourselves another 100 coin right there. That's it for the sewers in this first area right here. So let's go ahead and check out the next area here. I like how they're all connected by these pipes right here. These are really cool. Now, if you notice right here, I believe this room here is where the snapshot is taken for the save album right here. Anyways, got ourselves one of every mushroom right there. Now we got a max mushroom. We also got an ultra mushroom here, which I already had restores 80 HP, and then this restores all HP. When exactly you would have more than 80 HP? I mean, we're getting close to that, sure, but this is basically just going to be a placeholder for us for a very long time. Anyways, we're at 73 beans. I just wanted to check out my bean stash right now. Because like I said, now that we have access to the sewers, we actually have a place where we can actually use said beans. And we have another one of these coin blocks. I'm going to go and do this. I probably won't be talking. 45. Nice. And Luigi and Baby Mario were the real stars of that action right there because it just went back and forth between them so much during that. Either ways, let's go ahead and move on right here. Once again, I'm not going to fight any of these Goombas right here. They're just not worth it. And we see that it also has the drill ability, as it went right through the bars of that pipe without even having a second person on its shoulders to get themselves in there. Either way, we're going to go down this way. We'll check it out. We'll check it out as the last thing in the sewers right here. I just wanted to explore every little bit of it right here. I believe this room will have significance later, of course. It's not just a pointless placeholder room. Excuse me, little Goomba there. Which is not worth fighting. As you notice on the map, there is a time hole right here. This is not the time hole we are supposed to go to, but I might as well show it up. This takes us to Toad Town. Which looks like it's seen better days, and it's also been shrubified here. Yeah. And we can't even do anything here because we can't drill into this metal right here. So we can't do anything about this now, but it's good to know that this is where this time hole leads. Now, this access to the sewers, or excuse me, I should say, if you don't access the sewers in the present time here. This is actually the root cause of a glitch in the game. There is going to be a point where you go to Toad Town, and if you don't activate the pipe, like spinning the cog and everything, supposedly you can get stuck. I don't know if this is true myself. This is actually why I booted up a second save file for this here to try and test this. I haven't made it far to find out if it's true or not, but supposedly what it is that you will progress through the game, of course. When you get to Toad Town and take the time hole back to the present here, you can theoretically get stuck as the pipe might not load and you can't get to the main castle itself. I don't know about this. These are just all rumors that I've heard, but I hear, like I said, that this apparently can happen. I'm on a quest to prove it for myself. Rest assured. Excuse me, good lord, I didn't mean to do that right into the mic. And again, I'm sorry. I had breakfast arrive, and for my drink with it, I have a soda. Anyways, guy sells more 100 coins here that I totally do need. And I believe in this crossways or anything. Oh, there's another block here. More coins that we do need. We're at the 2600. Good lord. As we go up here, check it out. We're gonna go and skip that right there to show that there is nothing. Anyways, check it out. I have boredom. Guests? Now I have fury. I say to you, welcome to Faffle's Bean and Badge. In this place, beans are like precious treasures milked from my famous cow meat of jewels. All who come with beans leave with badges so rare they make mustaches droop with disbelief. I don't even have my mustache yet. What? The story of Faffle? Your rewards are not beans? I am not wanting them. You are like brainless cats that are too dumb to know why they are stupid. You have curiosity. But my tail is long. So long it makes babies old and hairy and lips grow gray with aging. Do you dare hear? Okay. Then now you listen. I'm here, merchant of badges, only sometimes with fury, but I once had fury at all times. I drizzled rage dressing on the country next door, rage dressing on a salad of evil. And then the bad man came, red and green bad man. I had the punishment. Bad punishment with hammers and jumping on my head and the overheat of my ship. I have a little fury even with remembering red and green, a pair of jumping hammers in red and green who are looking like you. I have fury. Those brothers of badness, my brain aches on their overalls. I have fury and headache now. My Faffle would be here, reigning over all but laughing at you. But no, so much fury. Stupid mustaches, hairs are like the dirty tail of a horse in a barn built by a farmer who is crazy. I have come. I am waiting like an elevator. I have the commerce. I run Faffle's Bean and Badge. But the day comes soon when Faffle rises again, and then no baby's candy has safety. I am counting chickens before they are even eggs, before the chickens are even chickens. I will have fury. I laugh at defeat. I fight with rage. I hurt your faces. Did I have insanity? Did I have evil? I suppress the fury, but sometimes the fury has me. Red and green puts the fog of rage in my eyes, and my mind goes crazy. Please, I will be fine. No worrying for Faffle. We talk of beans. Beans are badges. We begin trading. What are you wanting? So we can sell. This is the use of the beans in the game. We can buy badges exclusively sold here at Faffle's Bean and Badge here. The one chance greatly increases the power of first attack used in battle, so good for first strikes. Pummel Badge, defeat enemy when initiating with a hammer strike, so it's good for the babies to have. Stomp Badge increases damage power when jumping on an enemy, so the jump first strikes. Rough Badge, it's basically like the Great Force from the Superstar Saga. This greatly increases all damage given and received. Coin Badge A increases coins received when defeating enemies. Treasure Badge is actually better than the Salvage Badge. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and I think I might go and get one of these here. Defeat enemies with items and get the items you were using. That item description is very poor. What it's talking about is basically, like I said, a better salvage badge. You are pretty much guaranteed to get their drops. The EXP badge A greatly increases experience received when you defeat enemies. And the ulti free badge, no matter how many attack items you use, your stock stays the same. So this is the penultimate badge to get. But I'm gonna go and get one of the treasure badges here. And I'm gonna put this on Baby Mario. And we can of course sell right here, and I love this. You pay attention now. You sell? You make coins? You have super stashes? I am not caring. Beads are not for you. So he does explain stash points right there and how like the selling works and everything. You can still sell for money. You cannot sell for beans though. Now is the time when you wait. I have a vision. The castle viewing platform. A new path for your finding. A new path of doom. That bean that is back there, that is just for demonstrative purposes. You can't get that bean yourself. He just demonstrates like how to do it. He probably has some funny text, but I think I talked enough as Fawful. I'm gonna go and get out of here. So we'll want to be sure to revisit here. You might think that there's a limited supply of beans. There actually isn't. Not in the next area we're going to, but the area after, spoilers, there is mini games where you can actually earn beans that way. So I will want to make sure I grind to try and get that ulti free badge. Anyways, with pretty much everything taken care of, I got all the items and badges and everything that I want. Let's go and head out. And why not? Let's go ahead and head up to the viewing platform. All right, coming up here onto the second floor. We gotta take a look at these luscious, nice trees from the second floor bridge. And here we are, this grand, massive staircase. If you hit that block, another one will appear on the floor at the top of the stairs. If you hit that block, the door of the observatory will open. At least that's what I heard. The block up there vanishes after a short while, though, which really doesn't help. I tried to get it before it disappears, but I've never made it, not even once. I just can't imagine how anyone is supposed to make it all the way there in time. Oh, leave it to the professionals, dude. We got this here. Now, one thing right there, I went ahead and switched over to my other action as the bros there, so I have the bros ball ready. You might think that you can, I believe I showed this before, that the babies are not tall enough to hit that block, so you can't have the bros go all the way up there, have the babies hit it, and then you can just get to the viewing platform in that time hole and everything. Nope, you can't do that. You need to have the bros ball for this. It's a unique enough check to make sure that you have it to be able to access this. Anyways, we did it. We got ourselves all the way up here to this viewing platform. And there's a couple beans up here. Well, at least one. Make back for the bean that I spent on that treasure badge. I like it. Oh, there's another one right here. Nice. And we can see this view of this unguarded balcony right here. I gotta wonder how many toads have fallen off of here. But we learned a new ability, we discovered Fawfuls in the game, and we made it to the viewing platform with another time hole. Next time on Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, we're gonna hop in and we're gonna see what new territory is in store for us. See you guys then.